This is not good, but not for the reasons you're thinking. So a third person came down with the bird flu. I already see the pattern on this. It's like Mr. 19 event repeating itself all over again. But a third person in Michigan, a cattle dairy farm worker, caught H5N1. His symptoms, as the news puts it, is a little different. It's respiratory distress or respiratory illness, coughing, congestion, and I think he has a fever. And scientists are saying because now we have a coughing victim that he could spread H5N1. Now, I'm undoubtedly sure that he's being quarantined now and that they're doing some special test on him to see if he is spreading H5N1 through coughing, through droplets, water droplets rather, sorry. So, of course, guys, I read that, and I'm like, very interesting. Now we got a third person, and now this third person is coughing. The other two, the guy in Texas and the other guy in Michigan, both had conjunctivitis, and the other guy had pink eye. Now, the first guy with conjunctivitis, he was bleeding from his eyes, and the second guy just had pink eye. The second guy in Michigan. This third guy now has a respiratory illness. Okay, so now we're seeing this pattern build up. Like I said, guys, this is going to start picking up. This is going to start looking more like Mr. 19. And in fact, we're going to probably start seeing more infections within the next few weeks. If it dies off, I will be super surprised. I'm hoping it does, because if this is in fact an actual bird flu outbreak, the shit's going to get really interesting. And the reason why I said at the beginning of the video, it's not what you think. It's because people are going to get sick. I don't think a lot of people are going to pass away from it, but they're going to scare people with the fear-mongering tactics that they already have in store for us. They already have it planned out, guys. I mean, I could say this till I'm blue in the face, but this has been a plan. This has been a plan that we have all seen, a lot of us have been seeing for the last few years. We knew that Mr. 19 was like a test run, and now bird flu is out, and that's going to be their harder hitting pandemic. And the problem with it being not good is the things that happen behind it. Let's cut out the fact that it's going to get people sick and could possibly kill people. Let's cut that out for a second. The amount of restrictions that are going to be handed down with this is going to drive people insane if people don't fight back. They are already, coincidentally, coming to a deal with Moderna and Pfizer on an mRNA on-ticket version for the bird event. That article came out yesterday while the third person was being published, if you will, yesterday as well, or early yesterday morning, whatever it was. So I find it interesting, guys, that you got a third victim, and now scientists are like, well, he's coughing and he could spread it, and then the United States is nearing a deal with Pfizer Moderna for mRNA arm ticket and regular arm tickets, rather. Sorry. So both. They're nearing a deal for both. I'm like, you kidding me with the timing on this shit? We're that stupid now. But the problem is, guys, we are not. The rest of the public is. The public, guys, the rest of the people who are not catching on to this shit and will be surprised by this because they're not paying attention, because everybody's looking at P. Diddy and Donald Trump. They're like, oh my God, what's happening to these two people? Meanwhile, we're having an outbreak, and when that gets into the thousands, you're going to see people panic for no reason. I guarantee it. You're going to see restaurants shut down prematurely. You're going to see people wearing a mask. That's not going to help at all. At least not if this is real. It's not going to help with that. You're going to see people panicking and acting like assholes, running to the store again and getting toilet paper because they don't know any better because they're morons. And we're going to watch the morons of the world do moronic shit for the next few months. We watched morons of the world do moronic shit during Mr. 19, wearing stupid things over their face that did not work. We watched people go to the stores and get the wrong things at supermarkets. We watched people behave stupidly. This is going to get very interesting very fast, especially for the elections, because I think they're going to release this for the election. They're going to get a few thousand people sick, and they're going to go to mail-in ballots. And when they go into mail-in ballots, all of a sudden, Biden is going to win. And then I hope, not think, I hope all hell breaks loose after that. Because right now in the polls, Trump's winning. Trump won, again, battleground states that Biden won in the past and lost. And Biden, or rather Trump, closed the gap against Biden here in New York City from 23% or 23 points in 2020 to now 7 points away from Biden in 2024. There is no possible way Biden can win. None. The only way he can win is the mail-in ballots. That's the only way. So, of course, guys, when they start scaring him, and I guarantee you guys, there's a fucking horror writer or scientific writer somewhere in some clandestine military agency's office somewhere, stashed away, writing out this event and how it should go, or with the CDC or who. And now, keep in mind, the pandemic treaty is still on the table, and supposedly the United States is supposed to sign it, I think next month, June, or in July, something like that. They're supposed to sign this over. So you have too many coincidences going down as this is starting to pick up, the bird flu event. Be careful of the bullshit you step in, because they're going to throw a lot of it at us. They're going to throw a lot of it on the floor, and we have to be careful of this crap, because you're going to see some YouTube channels lose their shit. Guys, whatever fucking happens, even if this is real, which I tell you guys, let's treat it like it is. Let's not panic, though. Let's not turn into fucking cowards. We are not the bitch nigga network. We're not going to sit there and start flipping out. Let's treat it like it's real, and let's look at it from a distance and see what it does. And if we have to take precautions to protect ourselves from it, then we do. But even in doing that, we are not going to turn into some bitch-ass niggas. We're not bitch-ass people. We're not bitch-ass preppers. This isn't the bitch prepper network. We are going to act accordingly. And we're going to see where this goes. And we're going to do our research. We're going to listen to multiple people, not just one side or the other. We're going to listen to multiple people. We're going to take everything into account. And then we're going to come up with our own conclusions. And then we're going to move forward from there. That's all we can do. Because, again, guys, with the depopulation of the planet, this can very well be that. And then the arm ticket they promise, that they're promising people already to take for the bird flu, can be this third stage of the depopulation as well. So, with all of this going on, guys, with the election, with Trump, with everything, and all the distractions that they're trying to distract us from, act accordingly. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for people to flip out. I'm not asking people to shrug it off. Act accordingly. And we will get through this regardless of what happens next. This is why we prepare, so we don't act like bitch-ass people. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.